some Walker, look at you. Look at some Walker, look at you.
Hello, Sippers! Welcome back to another episode of Spill the Tea. I'm your host, Nikki T, and today I am with
the one and only Dank Gaines, also known as Danks, but formerly known as Michael.
It's a lot of names.
I know, right?
So, Michael, Danks. Where did Danks come from?
So, I'm gonna say this one thing and it's gonna click.
Right.
My full name is Michael Dankwa.
Think about it.
Think about it. But yeah, it was long and hard trying to explain to people that my name was Dankwa.
Right.
There was a lot of different spellings, and more time people were like, "Can I call you Dank?" I was like,
Can I just call you Daniel?
"Oh, get out of here!" No, but I just said, let's meet in the middle and call it Danks, and over some time it grew on me, and yeah, I made it myself.
And now that's what it is. So, Danks, Dan, Michael Jackson. Daniel, what do you do?
So I'm a recent graduate, just finished my master's by God's grace. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, recent graduate, and I am working full time. But that's not what I'm actually aspiring to be. Mm-hmm. So I'm just using it to get myself in a comfortable financial situation.
You can have a 9 to 5, but there's a 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5.
Think about it. Think about it.
Oh, I want to leave you.
Think about it. No,
Think
but that's
about
exactly
it.
what it is. That's
Yeah.
exactly
to
what
fund
it is.
your aspirations. Basically.
Literally. So like getting that money, and for those who know and those who
Show
don't
them
know,
style.
I have a brand.
Style and ease.
I have a brand in the fitness industry called VBE, which stands for Visualize, Breathe, Execute.
Oof.
And that's literally what I'm funding right now, to get the merchandise, to get all the necessary equipment, and hopefully leave my own footprint or thumbprint in the fitness industry.
One more time, what's VBE?
Visualize, breathe, execute.
And so now tell us more. So you do fitness. How did you come to VBE? Like, what got you into fitness?
So
when did you start? Oh gosh, so many questions. Where do I begin?
So it started off with, funnily enough, I wasn't actually born in the UK. I was born in the Netherlands.
Oh, okay.
And I was exposed to a lot of sports out there because, well, what can I say? Like, you're black, they see that you're tall, they'd be like, yeah, you're
be
great
like
for
Usain
sport.
Bolt.
Literally. And funnily enough, I started with athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was running 100 and 200. And then what happened was I got kind of bored, and I said, let me try. Yeah. Did you just hear what you said? You got bored of running.
Is what you just. It looks fun for Usain Bolt. I mean,
But-
he's sitting on his back.
But he's only running for like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
I'm running
it's true.
I'm
It's
running
true.
for like 11, 12 seconds, and I ain't got a bag.
What had happened was. Okay, so it got boring.
Yeah, so it got boring, and I just decided to expand into different sports. So I've done a whole bunch of different sports. But what happened was, with time, I found myself in the gym. Because obviously you can only do so much with sports.
Right.
Once you do the things that are behind the doors, like behind closed doors, as in working in the gym and whatnot, and eating right, that's when you can see some sort of growth in what you're doing, like in your craft. So gym happened, and I actually injured myself. I broke my leg. And after that I got heavy, like heavier than I'd ever been, and I was so uncomfortable. I was like, I don't know how to work this weight.
As in, like, heavy,
As in chubby, like.
Bootylicious.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, no, nothing wrong with me. Everyone likes a fupa.
Oh no, I agree though. I agree.
So what? As a gym guy, you prefer? Wouldn't you want like six pack?
Nah, you know what it is, yeah? As a gym guy, I have my aspirations, and I would like whoever I'm talking to or whoever is my girlfriend to have her aspirations with regards to fitness. Okay. So if you feel like your body is fit for what you're supposed to do, then I'm not going to force you to try and become fitter. If you get what I mean. So it's like, say your job requires you to be very active, but you find out that after doing, say, a few hours of your job, you get very tired.
Right.
At that point, I will step in and I will be like, okay, cool. So what we need to do is we need to get you fitter.
Right.
And I'll be straightforward with it to the point, because at the end of the day, it's to make sure that your life is better and easier for yourself.
Right.
But if now, say you're an entrepreneur that's working from home and you're not required to, say, be as active, I wouldn't slander you for like having a fupa or anything. Like, you do you, but at the same time, care about your image.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say
don't let go of yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, if you let go of yourself, then boy, we're gonna have a talk.
So if the mother of your children had, like, you know, she's like 6 kids deep, and you know the body changes when you have a child, and that as a fitness man you wouldn't put pressure on her, or would you be like, let me personal train you, or would you just be like, babe, do you?
The thing is, personal training and that is only possible for those who want it. Okay. Like, you can never force it on someone.
Yeah.
So like, if, say, the mother of my kids, who had 6 kids, so like, and now she's like, oh, I don't feel confident in myself, I would motivate you rather than try and force you into doing exercise.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can only motivate and advise. I can't physically take fat off your body, or like, you know, like,
pay for her.
Like, they pay for her what?
We're gonna get into that soon.
Oh.
But you wouldn't put pressure on her. Like, you would still accept her as she is.
No, there will be a little bit of pressure, but it wouldn't be do it.
Okay.
Like, you know them ones when you're slightly hinting, you'd be like,
oh, babe, remember when I met you and you was like size 6? Like, oh.
Like, that was a good time, you know? Like, yo.
No, I'll headbutt you, because what do you mean that was a good time? What about now?
No, but I'm still here, no? I'm still here, no?
I'm still here, unfortunately, but another role.
Like, right. But obviously, it's them ones where, you know them little hints, like, you know when you're a child at Christmas, and then you just drop little hints to your parents here and there, like, every day, you'd be like, I remember when I used to ride a bike, and then you go to the Argos.
I love pink bikes.
Fam, and then you go to the Argos catalogue, and you circle the bike, and you be like, I hope they go read that because it's a bike.
I like this one and this one and this one.
Fam.
So what were you gonna do? Show her pictures of Jayla and be like, wow, Jayla looks good these days?
No, not Jada. You know them ones when you're sitting on the couch and you're just looking through the photo album and you're reminiscing, like, and she be like, what's he reminiscing about? I'm right here. You get them?
What are you looking at?
Like, I'm looking at you. Like.
Okay. So you said a bit about personal training for your wife. Do you offer personal training for other people?
Yeah, so I do offer personal training. I'm currently based in Manchester. Okay. But what I've actually added to my, I say arsenal, is virtual personal training.
How does that work?
So what I do is I have 2 clients right now that I'm doing that for. Okay. What I do is we plan the week, and on the days that we do personal training, I give you a FaceTime call, either through FaceTime or through WhatsApp. But prior to that, you have the workout there. Okay. So what happens is you are able to see the workout and see what you're going to do. And I will be there helping you and instructing you with your form, with the rep tempo, like all the little things that need to be taken into account that every personal trainer does when they're in person. But what I do like about this is it gives some sense of accountability. Okay. Because at the end of the day, I'm not there. I'm I'm on the screen. So you are paying me to do some work that you're essentially doing yourself. Right. It's difficult, but it at least builds character, because then after some time, every personal trainer's dream is that the person becomes so self-sufficient that they can now have a healthy lifestyle, and it's a habit for them to go to the gym. And this is like step 1.
So would you say that, like, starting this whole fitness journey, it's not just, because I feel like a lot of the time, but not a lot of the time, but for some people it's like they'll start it because of aesthetic purposes. But do you feel like it should be more of like a lifestyle rather than just,
you know what,
you're trying to look cute and you want your waist to be cutie?
What a cutie. But honestly, I feel like it comes with time. Like the initial step into the gym in order to become fit is to look good, as you said.
Right, of course.
But after you've been consistent with it and you go on for a while, you start to realize different things, different benefits that come from it.
Which are?
So in my case, I actually did start the gym because I wanted to look good. Because remember, I told you I grew fat.
Okay, because of your...
Yeah, because of my broken leg.
Right.
So I went in there to try and shred that fat in order to start looking good.
I can't even imagine you fat.
Oh boy, it was.
What is your fat though? Is it like just a little bit of a...
Oh no! It was like chubby. You could see in my cheeks.
Oof.
Like so you see how my face is like, I don't want to remove my hat, but it's like, yeah, it's a bit chiseled.
Yeah, no,
it?
it's chiseled. Yeah.
But then like, imagine this area here being a bit more pludgy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't it.
Yeah. But
Nothing wrong, but I just can't imagine it.
No, but that's literally how it started. You go there hoping to work your way to looking better.
Okay.
But then after some time, you find out, me personally, that it was an escape. Like, I was going through, not university, I was going through sixth form and university. And I realized that I was stressed a lot of the time because of the workload.
Okay.
But now I go to the gym and I can literally forget about everything and concentrate on one goal, which is, in this case, to stay fit.
Right.
Like, I'm happy at what stage I'm at. I'm not really trying to build, not really trying to get, trying to shred. I'm not really trying to do anything. If anything, I'm trying to get stronger. But that doesn't require me to put any mass on.
Right. Okay. You're just going by and maintaining what you are at the moment.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what helped was the fact that I used to play sports. So when I played American football, I was training to be better at American football. But now that I don't play sports, it's training to stay fit, because long term, the last thing you want to do is now pick up a box and all you hear is like, oh.
I think that's me right now.
No. Yeah, so going to the gym, right? It's them ones where you start off with one goal.
Right.
But you end up with so many different things, so many different benefits that come from it.
I even saw that girl from Love Island, is it Alexandra?
Ah, yeah.
And like a lot of people are like, oh, you look better before when you were curvier, why have you done this? But she's like, I'm happy.
That's the whole point.
I'm happy now, I don't care what you think, but I'm just happy. Like, I've heard though, like on the radio, that going to gym, like let's say like, for like people that have exams or whatever, people that are stressed, like it's like a release, like a stress release.
Exactly. It's a thing where it's like release, stress release, stress relief. To be honest, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, right. I still get it.
No, but it's true, because it's a mental game at the end of the point. At the end of the day, you go in there and you're, regardless of what you're doing, if it's cardio, if it's pushing weights, if it's, I've seen some people do a madness in the gym and I'm just like, what?
What do you mean by madness?
Okay, so one time, right, there was this guy, and I don't know who he was trying to impress, but imagine me squatting, and then behind me is a pull-up bar, because it's in like this sort of box. So imagine there's a box, right, with 4 pillars.
Okay.
And the front 2 pillars is where the squat, like where the bar is for me to squat, right?
Right.
The back 2 pillars have something connecting them that's a pull-up bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. So I've done my squats and this guy asks, can I come and do some pull-ups? I'm like, yeah, go on. I'll just use this as my rest time. Tell me why this guy has pulled himself up and he's tried to do some flip. I don't know what he did. Like he was doing some acrobatics, and I was like, I understand you can do that. That's calisthenics. So I understand what he's trying to do.
It's what?
It's calisthenics.
Not gymnastics.
Oh no. Gymnastics is something different.
What's calisthenics? That one there.
No, but yeah, calisthenics is basically a range of different movements that use your body weight. For example, pull-ups are actually calisthenics. Oh my god.
Okay.
No, but so for example, pull-ups are actually a type of calisthenic workout. then you have muscle ups, and you have a whole bunch of other ones. But my question was, there is no space to do this. Right. Why are you doing this in the gym and not in the park?
So you do it in the park?
You do it in the park where there's a lot of space.
Not in the gym.
Because there is no space.
Right. Is that one of those like videos you see on Twitter, like someone just doing the absolute most?
Exactly.
That's what it was like.
Exactly. I wish I recorded it and put it on Insta because I know it would have blown up.
That bad?
Everybody stopped their workout to look at my man. And imagine, I was scared because I was like, are they looking at me? Because I was in the area, like, I was literally seated there and he was doing it. I was like, why is everybody, what's going on? Like, what? No, but it's a madness. Like, yeah, the things people do in the gym, but kudos to him because obviously that's his craft. I can't really say anything. I can't do it. I know for a fact I can't do that shit.
You should try. There's a first time for everything.
For me to fail? Nah, but obviously that's what the visualize
shit don't succeed. Get yourself up and try again. You should go ahead and try again.
Nah, but obviously, with the whole trying, that's where the visualize, brief, execute comes in.
Right. Okay.
And with time, I've realized that you miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot.
Right.
So if there's something that you see out there, and I'm talking to you now, if there's something you see out there that you feel is your craft or you feel like you can excel in, go for it. Like, you never know what can happen. You may be perfect at it, you may not be as good at it, or you may be shit at it. That is the ultimate truth. But at the end of the day, you tried and you can see whether you can go further with it. So yeah.
Martin Luther King is shaking. Sorry, boss.
I'm sorry. No, I just had to lay some wisdom.
Okay. So, how does one get their stomach on flat, and their ass on fat? I feel like that's what every girl goes to the gym for. I'm not going to speak for every girl, but majority. How does that work? Because I feel like when I've seen like girls show their bum growth journeys, it's like you've started off from being slim, then you've gained that weight, gained the bum. I'm not trying to gain weight. There's no space for me to gain weight. So let's say for like a girl that's on the meatier side of life.
With that, it's really just knowing what, to be honest, it's difficult because first you need to know what is fat and what is muscle.
Right, break it down.
So it's like, you may be meatier, but essentially if you were more fat than muscle, you'd be able to shred so much to a point where now you're slim, you get me? Whereas if you have more muscle than fat, then it would be more difficult to get to that whole slim like figure, you get me?
Right, okay.
So what you want to do really is aim for toning.
Right.
Like these girls that are slim and have built their booties, I can't speak for all of them, but for the ones that I do know, they have constantly been in the gym, they've eaten right. Kudos to them because it's a long journey to do so. And they've eventually got the booty they want.
Okay.
Being on the meatier side, you're actually more privileged because you've already got that there, if you get what I mean. So all you need to do is find a way in which to shred what is not needed and make it more prominent, you get me? Right.
I like this. You're making it sound like there's a possibility to be a big fat gang. Okay, so for the meatier girls, how do you? Let's be real. All you want to shred is this area, right, and grow this area, right. What do you eat that's right or what do you do that's right to shred that, grow that?
You know what's mad, yeah?
Because like, some people like, let's say when they gain weight or whatever, it either go to your stomach, or either go to your bum, either go to your thighs, or either go to your breasts. Like some people, even if you're gaining weight, or let's say like taking a vitamin, it depends on your body.
Yeah, literally.
It may go to one place, and
It
that one place
literally
could be
is
your
that,
boobs,
yeah.
could be your arms, it could be anywhere, but it doesn't necessarily mean it always go to your. It could literally
Exactly.
skip your bum, and you'll just be thighs.
It's
Not a problem,
exactly
but
that,
that's some people like that's a body. So how do spill the tea, man?
It's tight. I'm not gonna lie, because
Stick on stand.
with them ones, yeah, you don't choose where you gain weight or lose weight.
Right. That's what.
The only thing you can really do is try and target areas that are. So let me put it in an example form so it's easy to understand. You are trying to shred your stomach, right? What you would essentially do then is rather than you going out your way to now work out every other muscle, you would probably concentrate more on core, right?
Okay.
Because at that point you are targeting that muscle area, like you're targeting that area there.
Right.
So how I see it is, and some people may not agree with me, but obviously how I see it is, cardio allows you to lose weight in general. Where it loses weight, there is no telling. Like, it's literally up to your body. It may say, you know what, I want to lose weight in my thighs today, and then I'll do it in my back the other day, and then in my chest, and etc. etc. But what you can do is focus and concentrate on the muscle area that you want to grow or shred, just so that that muscle area is working more in comparison to everything else. Right. If that makes sense.
So if you're trying to like focus on your stomach, you just focus on like ab workouts and cardio?
So you can do a whole range of workouts, but you will end
Make
up
sure
doing...
you follow him on the gram for actual tips, right? What's your gram? I'm going to put it somewhere on this. I don't know, what are these?
Just there, just somewhere. Really. My gram is Dank_gains. I've been quite inactive lately, but obviously, as I said, VBE hopefully launch in October, so stay tuned because there will be more content coming soon.
We can't wait. But yeah, as you were.
Yeah, so essentially it would be a muscle area working more in comparison to others.
Okay.
That being said, you wouldn't neglect everything else because you don't want to become disproportionate. So maybe in a week, if you want to shred your stomach, you would do abs probably every day that you go to the gym. But when you go to the gym, you might do, say, Monday legs, Wednesday chest, Friday back, and then the next day, the next weekend, you target the muscles that you didn't target. But if you realize each day you're targeting your core, so that way your core is doing more work than everything else, essentially.
So it's, but let's say if you already have like, let's say you have quite a bit of meat and you're blessed with meat here. If you're always doing like core, are you not just toning the meat that's already there? I've heard like people say like, oh, I want to lose the weight first, then tone everything. Like, can you just tone it as you are?
No, you can tone it. But yeah, you can tone it as you are. And essentially what will happen is, well, okay, let's put it in this way. You toning, say, being meaty, you toning your core, essentially your stomach, doesn't mean that it will maintain the same and you develop abs, if you get what I mean. Because with every exercise, you're burning calories.
Right.
And with burning calories means a loss of fat.
Right.
Well, not necessarily fat, it's carbs and that, but I'm not going to get too scientific with it.
Yeah, because my head's hurting now.
But you're burning fat.
Okay.
So essentially, the fat layer that is here on top of your abs will decrease, making your abs more prominent.
So what you're telling me is I have abs?
Everybody has abs, you just have to work on it.
Talk to me nice, or just don't talk at all, because I have abs.
Literally, when you think about it, depending on how frequently you work the muscle, that's what causes it to become more prominent. Like, every human is the same. You have biceps, I have biceps.
So nobody's big boned.
We're going to say people are big boned just so that we don't rock the boat. You get me?
Right.
Yeah. But every human is the same. There's no human that was born or created with one missing muscle part.
Okay.
every human has abs. The only reason some are more prominent than others is because those people decide to work it constantly.
Right.
And then they get to a point where they're so fit, so toned, that it's visible.
Okay.
For example, biceps. My biceps and your biceps are the same biceps.
I know they are. This is bicep, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a bicep.
Look.
Like, look at that. And the thing is...
No, touch. Not too, don't press it too.
Ooh!
If you want me to personal train you, you know where to find me. Right.
That you, yeah?
I'm gonna just challenge.
Oh, damn. But yeah, I have biceps, you have biceps.
Yeah, I do.
And the way we can make sure that one is prominent is by working them. And that's all it is.
Right.
Like, I'm sure you guys might have seen on the gram or on Twitter or even on YouTube sometimes those bodybuilder bikini girls or something like that. They literally are the same as any Tom, Dick and Harry or Julie, Jeanette and I don't know another girl's name. Anna. Yeah.
All of that. Yeah.
But they just work at it and that's it.
Right.
So it's a mental game at the end of the day. If you want it, you're going to work for it.
So here's my problem. I do one workout and I expect to see the abs there already. Because that workout hurt. No, it hurted.
It hurted.
It hurted. So why have you not appeared? I don't understand. One workout, I expect you to be visible and showing. Why does it have to take a whole year just to see one line? This is where I get annoying. This is where they go wrong.
Okay, so remember what I said about the layer of fat?
This is a bit loud, yeah.
No, but this is with everybody. So
yeah.
It hurted because you're working.
It hurted
because you're working the muscle.
Right.
But now what you need to do is put it like this. You need to take off the coat that's covering the muscle to make it visible.
Okay.
So in this case, the coat being the fat needs to be shredded to like a low percentage. Well, not really low, but to a minute percent. That's even worse. Minute is worse than low, but it needs to be shredded in order for what hurted to show.
You're still using hurted.
Yeah, weird. Because it's the muscle that hurted, isn't it?
It hurted.
So it's like, what if you realize some people, when they have abs, they get lazy.
Right.
And then you see that with time, they start losing their abs. It doesn't mean that the abs are going away. It's just there, but it's being coated. And that's what you're trying to get rid of in order to make them visible.
Right.
So that's all it is, literally.
Right. So ladies, there's hope. Afro Nation, we can all be Qs, right? Follow his gram and we will all be Qs. But, so, let's talk BBLs.
Disclaimer, do you mind me being explicit and straight to the point?
Listen, you can spill all the tea you want.
Okay.
Now, don't nobody take no offense. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. We respect everybody's opinions. And, you know, but talk away.
BBLs.
Right.
I'm not for it.
At all?
I'm for it, but I'm not for it, if that makes sense.
Okay, why are you for it?
So, I'm for it given that certain circumstances have occurred. I.e., we spoke earlier about, say, my wife giving birth.
Okay.
She's had six children.
Yeah.
And now she's unhappy with the way she looks.
Right.
I will obviously, as the fitness head myself, aim to try and help her get the body back via natural means, as in going to the gym and that. But
with
then,
like 6 children, I feel like there's only so much you can do.
That's the thing. So you could potentially, you never know until you try, innit?
You know, right. Let's say we've tried for, what's the most you'd give her? Like how long?
To be honest, I can't really say, because she's her own person at the end of the day.
Okay.
What I would do is I would motivate, and I would try and refrain from doing that, because at the end of the day, it's a surgery. And me personally, I'm not comfortable with surgeries.
Yeah, no, same.
So it's like you're going under, and they're doing.
A knife, anything can
it's
happen.
like that's what I mean. So it's
Yeah.
like I'll try and urge you to do something natural, as in change the way you eat, change the way you work out, and all of that to try and get you to a point. But if you get to that point where it's like you feel like you've done everything, and you feel like nothing is happening, or you've made a change and it's not the change that you want to see,
Right.
and you say you want to go for a BBL, given that everything that's happened in the past,
You've at least tried.
and you've gone as far as to say, cool, I've had 6 kids, I've tried to get back to what I was, but I can't. I want a BBL. Who am I to fight you? Because at least you've tried, and that's what I mean.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like,
Right.
what I don't like about BBLs is it's a cheat.
Okay, it's like a quick way out.
It's not only a quick way out.
Okay.
It's like you have the ability, and this is where it gets personal. You have the ability to go out your way to change something about you naturally.
Right.
The only thing you need is the mentality and the drive to do so.
But can the gym give a jiggly butt?
It can, yeah. There's girls that have big butts and they're still jiggly, and they go to the gym.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's possible,
Right.
but finding a quick fix for something with something that can potentially go wrong, it's not the one. It really isn't. So what I'm saying is, with a BBL, right, unless certain circumstances have happened in which you are unable to try to get the body you want naturally, I'm not for it.
I'm not for it.
I'm not for it.
At all.
At all. Fam, at the age of what? 21? Trying to get a BBL from Turkey. And if it goes wrong, what do you want me to do? You want me to be like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. I didn't expect that. Fuck off.
Turkey is a sticky one. It's a very sticky. I feel like, what is it, 3K?
3K.
To change your body just seems a bit too good to be true.
3K.
It's a sticky. Colombia, Brazil, I hear it.
Wait, 3K?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Right.
3K!
3K.
Wait, hold on. So you're telling me?
No, I thought you said 3K.
Oh my god.
3K.
Nah, but deep it. There are people out there that are trusting, and nothing against Turkish people, but they're trusting Turkish doctors, most likely, right, to run an operation which requires a knife.
When you put it like that, it's a bit scary.
Because when you think about it, after the surgery, you then have to go through recovery. And if recovery goes wrong, then you're pissed. Like, deep it. And recovery ain't...
the whole stuff that's going on online, and like everyone's exposing like the clinic hub.
Wait, what?
Where have you been?
9 to 5.
I don't even want to get into it because it's a touchy subject, but yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? You don't need to say no more. I can understand. I can understand it.
Like,
wow.
It's people's lives. At the end of the day, if you're going under a knife, it's your life, and there's nothing wrong with BBLs. I'm not saying if it's your decision.
Literally.
You do whatever makes you happy. But in the same breath, like the Turkish doctors, hey, English is not a first language. Just have a bit of shame. Like, people are putting their lives in your hands. Have a bit of shame.
It's literally the same.
And I've seen a few, scandals of doctors risking people's lives, people not recovering the way they should, and it just makes you wonder: is it worth it? Like, is it worth it, especially in Turkey? Is
it worth it? That's actually the question you need to ask yourself before you do them things.
BBLs like Summer Walker.
No, but then when you think about it, I'm not even trying to be rude, but look at Summer Walker and look at you. Summer Walker has money. Her 3K is equivalent, like your 3K is equivalent to probably her 30K.
Right.
So she can afford a good BBL.
Like, yeah.
But you don't want to get a quick fix that is cheap.
Yeah, because you're going under the knife. What if you don't wake up under the knife? God forbid.
God forbid.
And
Touch
I don't
wood.
wish that on anybody. But it's true. And I don't think a good BBL wouldn't cost 3K.
Nah, I don't think,
I'm not
because
saying people that have paid 3K, it's not a good BBL, that's what I'm saying. But you've seen stuff like online where it's like, this looks like a Turkish BBL, that's just the way that they do it.
yeah, it's like,
Of course, I'm not saying all doctors in Turkey do it like that. It's such a touchy subject, so you have to make sure I'm not trying to trigger anybody. But in the same breath, what you pay is what you get for, I believe. That's everything in life, not even BBLs. I feel like everything in life.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna go under life to change something so big, would you not rather like save up for the investment and make sure like what you pay is what you get?
I hear that.
Where's the best? Like Colombia, Brazil, them places where the OGs are.
That being said, would you not rather save up and invest in something proper like a house? Cause like,
But hear this out though. A lot of girls that get BBLs, that's an investment in itself because your gender's weak. Your gender sees cheeks and they forget how to breathe. So where do we go from there? Your gender sees cheeks and that's a girl with a house deposit. So
no, please. A girl with a house deposit.
No, but some people, I'm not saying you, but some, not all. Some people in your gender, they see cheeks and literally hallucinate. They forget how to breathe. And they just want to invest in that girl. So a girl can easily get a house deposit just because they've invested in their cheeks.
I'm speaking for my gender. We're actually smarter than that. More time. No, when you think about it, more time. The people that do spend a lot of money on girls, when you think about it, it's actually nothing to them. The same way.
Of course, yeah.
So it's like you saying, or people saying that, damn, he basically gave her a mortgage. He's looking at his bank account and
like £10.
Fam, he's looking at his bank account saying, I just made that back in 2 seconds.
But to that girl, that's an investment. Like to him, it's nothing, but for him, it's like he would only pay attention to that caliber of girls.
Yeah, but then you need to think about it. Is it an investment that she can then reinvest in something else, or is it just an investment of her time? Because if it's a thing where now I'm out here giving this girl money because of how she looks, that's different, because now she can reinvest that money into whatever she wants. But now I'm out here spending money on you rather than giving you money. It's not like you can ask the waiter, don't take that money. Let me take that and I'll reinvest it and put it towards a house. Yeah. No, I've just taken your time. Right. At the end of the day, if I was that type of person and I got bored, I would leave. And what do you have to say for it? Right. You've just wasted your time because I was able to give you a good life, but I didn't want to give you a good life forever. Right. So that's what I mean. Rather than being someone that's dependent on man, be independent. Because I'm not going to lie, being independent is very attractive.
Yeah, no, it's the goal. All my ladies, if you feel late, fire. Beyonce don't told us, be independent. But of course, now I hear it. Now I very much hear it. Like to some people, it's just like I'll just give her a quick 10k, it will shut her up. I'll give her a quick 50k, it will shut her up.
Get a Birkin bag or something like that. Like,
right, and that's a very light work to someone else. But it is true that that's the kind of girls they're attracted to.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like, you as the female, you need to really think about it. Like, what type of girl am I trying to be? Right. Am I trying to be the one that invites man that's happy to spend X, Y, Z on me, but potentially not stay? Or am I one that wants to be independent and work my way up and then find someone? I always say this to myself, and I'm lucky enough to be working towards it. I want to build my empire, and I want my queen to build her empire, so that when we come together, we have something big and something great, rather than her waiting on me to build my empire and vice versa. Because like at the end of the day, it's not really disrespectful, but it's like I ain't trying to live with someone like that. Right. You get me?
Right, I hear it. Everyone should always like work towards their own empire.
Literally.
Do you know what I mean? You can't ask from somebody something that you can't offer.
Provide, yeah.
Yeah. 100%. I hear it. So if you so happen to meet a girl, ticks all the boxes, your type of paper, but she's had a BBL, would that affect things, or you just like, you know, whatever?
She ticks all the boxes, yeah. Honestly, I can't really say unless I'm in the situation. At this moment,
you can never say no.
like at this moment in time, I'd say me there. But am I there for a long time? I don't know, because think about it. A BBL affects birth as well, and like I ain't trying to have them complications.
How so? Let's explain to the audience. How does a BBL affect birth?
So wait, correct me if I'm wrong, but a BBL is basically the movement of fat from one area to another area, right?
Right.
Your body is accustomed to how your body was made.
Right.
So if you're able to slowly and gradually get yourself to a position where your body has changed, your body will adjust. Whereas if it's a drastic change that happens straight after, like straight away, it'd be much more difficult for it to adjust. Now think about childbirth. Childbirth is something very drastic that happens very quickly.
Right.
So now if you had one thing that is quickly and your body isn't able to adjust to it properly, and then you have childbirth, which is another shock. It's just not making sense, is it? That's why I said, with regards to BBLs, if it's my wife after she's given birth and she's like, you know what, I'm out the game, I'm done, then I'm like, all right, cool, let's try work towards this. And if that doesn't work, then cool, BBL, I understand that.
Yeah, carry on.
But yeah, that's literally what it is, because I don't know the ins and outs, but from how it looks, that is what would happen. There may be a complication, like, I don't know, your arse may be so big that you might not be able to push properly or something like that.
Right, yeah.
Or you may feel some more pain than you're supposed to feel because of the surgery.
Yeah.
And you need to remember that things that happen in surgeries aren't things that stay for like a few weeks. They could be life-changing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true. But even like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know that Kanye West's mum.
Yeah.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't quote me, but I saw that he paid for like her surgery, and I'm not quite sure. It might be breast. Don't quote me, but that's supposedly what she died from. Like these surgeries are not just like of course it's God's grace that you recover from them, or if you don't believe that you recover from them, that's the expectation, but that's not always the case. There's still that 1% chance, or whatever chance you believe, like it's still a possibility. Literally,
and I would not want my girl / wife to risk it.
What about if your daughter?
You think my daughter will have time? My daughter will be busy. What the fuck? My daughter will be busy practicing and going to school, fam.
Right, and educating.
Fam, my daughter will be so educated and know her worth that ain't no man gonna force her or like make her feel like she needs to change anything about herself.
But do you feel like girls get BBLs for a man or for their own doing?
I'm about to step on a lot of toes here.
Let me just curl my toes right up.
Let's be real. You get it for society. Because at the end of the day, you're telling yourself, you're doing it because you want to feel better about yourself. But who's making you feel bad about yourself? Let me leave it there.
Sun was nice today.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, a lot of melanin.
What do you guys think? Do you think, or if you've had a BBL, or you're considering it, do you do it for yourself, or you like what is it for? For aesthetic? You want to look better in a summer dress? What is it for? Let's interact. Let's talk. Why would you get a BBL? What has influenced it?
With that being said, oh my gosh, I'm not slandering anyone that gets a BBL, but you guys are amazing human beings that
you
can
guys as in women?
Yeah. As in, women are amazing human beings that have amazing capabilities.
Right.
You really only need that willpower and that strength and that mentality to bring it out to life. Don't feel like taking the shortcut is the way forward, really. Because if that's the case, and this is a really far stretch. I'm just saying, it's a very far stretch. But if getting a body naturally is difficult and you want to take the shortcut out to get a body and you do a BBL, how are you going to cope in your relationship when it gets hard? It's difficult, but the short way out is to try and avoid the conflict.
Right.
It's literally the same, but just in different areas, if you think about it.
Right.
So yeah, like, you guys, it's all a mental game. Same way with relationships. If it gets difficult, you think about it and you communicate. BBLs and getting a body naturally, you think about the body you want and you go to the gym. That's your communication right there. Or you eat right, or you change the way you eat, you become more active. Literally. It's been done by others, so why can't you do it? That's
Can
all
you
I'm saying.
define eating right? Just so we're all clear. What is eating right?
You know what? It
'Cause
varies
I hear
from
this
person to
term
person.
So many times I just think like, what, eating meat and I'm eating right?
It really varies from person to person on what your goal is, obviously.
Okay.
But it's like making sure that you eat the right portions to reach the goal that you want to reach. So, for example, if you're trying to gain weight, you're going to eat in a surplus. But essentially, you don't want to be eating the wrong things. For example, fast food and whatnot. Like, you probably just want to be eating more carbs and more protein than that. But when it comes to eating right, yeah, it varies from person to person. You can't really say that my eating right is your eating right.
Okay.
Or your eating right is my eating right.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, our bodies are different.
Right.
So what I may react to positively your body may react to it positively, or it may be negative. Like, we can never know.
It varies.
It
It's
varies.
subjective.
Literally, it's subjective.
I hear you.
But there is a guideline in which certain things can be cut out and it's classified as eating right. For example, your fats. You don't want to be eating too many fats, because what happens when you eat too many fats? You get fat. You don't want to go out your way to eat too much protein and be inactive, because proteins that are static or stagnant, that don't do nothing, that don't help promote muscle growth, turn to fats.
Right. So what proteins promote muscle growth?
No, all proteins do.
Okay.
But it depends how much you eat of that protein, or how much you take in of that protein.
Right.
So you don't want to be in a case where, say, you go to the gym once a week and you have protein in excess for like the whole week.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you're only breaking and building muscle fibers that one day.
Right.
And the rest of it is just sitting there.
Okay.
So you want to be working as hard as you're eating, essentially.
Okay.
If you go to the gym and you're pushing, say, 120 for 10 reps for 10 sets, then best know that eating a lot of protein will help with your muscle recovery and muscle growth.
Right.
Whereas if you're doing, say, 120 for 10 reps, you might not need as much protein, but a decent amount of protein, which we can't really put a number on because it varies from person to person, will be enough for you to grow.
I should have came with a notepad, because okay, so what is your best advice to somebody that's trying to lose weight?
Don't think about a specific goal to keep up to. Like me, for example, with my brand, there have been many times in the past where I've wanted to launch it.
Okay.
But because I haven't been able to keep to those times due to things flying in left, right, and center, I've become disheartened. And there have been times where I said, you know what, I don't even know if this is for me, because I can't even keep to this time.
Yeah, right.
But then I've had my friends, my family that have motivated me in order to continue going. And now I've come to a point where it's like, I say the release is in October, fair enough. And that's what I'm working towards. But I'm not really disheartened, because I know that if I can't do it by October, I can do it by November.
Okay.
You get me?
There's still another month.
Yeah, there's still another month. As in comparison to it being like I can't do it in October, so I give up.
Right.
You get me?
Don't give up.
Literally, don't give up. Just keep going and keep striving. With regards to exercises, cardio will be your best friend. Literally, it will be your best friend, and you don't even have to do a lot. Like, if you want my best cardio exercise, Stairmaster. Get on that stair machine and just go for time, and you will lose stupid amount of weight.
On the stairs for the gym people.
Literally, that stair. If you're a gym person, look me in the eye right now and tell me that the Stairmaster is easy. It definitely isn't. 10 minutes and you'll be sweating.
Is that the one that they...
Like you're climbing the stairs. Yeah, people, yeah, they're kicking all of that.
There was 1 year when I tried to be serious with gym. I didn't see the results I wanted, but I feel like maybe that was just me doing it wrong. I thought I was going to like jiggly or Beyonce. That didn't quite happen. So we move. So what was it like? What, like gym being closed during lockdown? Did you feel like I'm gonna lose it, or like how did it feel like?
It was difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Like, difficult to a point where I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Did you do home workouts?
I did do home workouts. Oh, Chloe Ting, let's not go there.
I tried her workouts 3 days in a row. I tried to laugh on the third day. That laugh was painful.
That laugh itself was
the joke just became unfunny because what is that? Chloe Ting, you're doing your thing.
Wow. Nah, but I did home workouts, but it just got more difficult.
Same.
It got more difficult, like just doing the home workouts and it being repetitive and just being like, oh, what am I gonna do? Because I only have limited equipment and all of that. It got to a point where I actually got demotivated. I was like, I can't even be bothered to do this.
I feel like a lot of people felt like that during lockdown.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of people gained weight actually during.
Yeah, but it was a positive because I did manage to catch up on things and find a new craft. So, like, you know, one door closes, another door opens.
Amen.
And now, gyms are back open, so the other door is open again.
So, you have 2 doors open?
Yo, I got flexibility now.
I'm trying to be like you still. Well, I feel like we've spoken about all things fitness today.
I appreciate that.
There's so much more. If you want to see him again on this channel, you want to hear more. Let's get a bigger booty, has to get a better stomach, has to get bigger arms, you name it, pecs, all of that nice stuff.
The whole
Make sure
lot.
you comment and make sure you like and subscribe and follow him. What's your gram? What's your Twitter? Where can they find you?
Find me on the gram, Dank_gains. That is the fitness gram, and soon come, the VBE gram will be there.
Bye for now, suckers.
Peace.